Okay, so we should be live again. So here we go. We're gonna try this again. Um, I forgot to get all the settings right on the last stream. Sorry about that. My bad. I was in a rush. Kind of an emergency live stream. Something I wanted to get out. Something that I've really been thinking about really for the last week. And I was like, you know what? I think today's the day. I need to make a decision. I need to just get this done and over with. I need to come out with this. I need to make an announcement because I can't keep doing things this particular way. Um, and it's something I've been thinking about for the last week. But dude, I woke up this morning and I was thinking about it. Like I woke up early this morning. I was up at like 4 o'clock. Um, and I'm just like, I need to do this. I just need to go ahead and get this done because I can't see any other way to make this work. So you can probably tell by the image on screen, which is our boy Ichigo. This has to do with Bleach, but it also has to do with the channels and the content overall. So also, I'm testing out a new mic setting, so I'm going to see how that sounds coming off of this live stream. We'll see how it sounds. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better. We'll see. Um but yeah. So, um I needed to get this out. I needed to talk about this. I needed to announce a decision on this. Um and I needed to just bite the bullet, so to speak. And unfortunately, when it comes to the Bleach content, it's bad news. But when it comes to my content overall, it's going to be better news. Um, I've talked about this before. I even did a whole video about this. When it comes to specifically anime content, YouTube's copyright system is absolutely busted. It's absolutely broken. That being said, overall their copyright system is busted. Overall their copyright system is broken, but especially when it comes to anime and manga content. And I think part of this is because of a disconnect between how Western culture views the online ecosystem, how we view the use of certain IPs, how we use the use of uh, content, and how we incorporate it into our own content, our own videos. And I think that we have a much different idea of what is acceptable and what is not acceptable when it comes to, quote unquote, fair use, than what the East does, than specifically what Japan does. And well, I can't even blame Japan specifically because I know that there's been some manhwa from South Korea that has also had this issue as well. So it just seems to be something that's more of an Eastern thing in general. Um, the Japanese, again, the East, let me put it like that. The East, they seem to have this more stricter viewpoint when it comes to how content is used. And again, I'm not overly familiar with the online ecosystem of Japan, of South Korea. I'm not as familiar with it. Like, I don't know if there's anime and manga reviewers, specifically anime and manga people that do live reactions. I don't know if that exists in that ecosystem. Like, I've never looked up. Actually, I've got a VPN. I could probably look up Japanese YouTube if I wanted to, but I never really have. So, um, I don't know what's that. Does that exist in that ecosystem? Is that a thing? And I just feel like, there's a disconnect going on here because not only I, but a lot of other people that deal with anime and manga content, when we put something out, even though it is under the fair use laws, even though it's not breaking any fair use laws, it's not breaking any copyright laws, it's there for the sake of criticism, the sake of review. Um, Constructive criticism that falls under fair use. It absolutely does. It absolutely falls under fair use. So the fact that we're constantly getting copyright issues when it comes to anime and manga, even though we're using the anime and manga content in a way that falls under fair use, is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's frustrating, it's aggravating, and it's it's stressful like you have no idea. I mean, editing videos, creating content is already frustrating, especially if you're wanting to make it quality, if you're wanting to make it, you know, if you're wanting to make some good stuff, if you're wanting to make some decent quality stuff, it's already time consuming in and of itself. But when you have to deal with this insane copyright system that YouTube has, it's even worse. And let me just try and, explain this to you guys, try and get you guys to look at it from my point of view, put you guys in my shoes for a second. So, what you have to do is, specifically when it comes to the Bleach content, is that I sit down, I pull up the Bleach episode, I spend about 25, 30 minutes, recording my reaction to it, recording the episode itself. And then what I do is I take that recording, I go into iMovie, and I edit that recording to try and fit in with the standards of YouTube's copyright system. So what that usually means is that I'm trying to cut up the 25-minute episode into 10 minutes or less, 5 to 10 minutes. And that's not easy to do. You may think, oh, well, you're just snipping clips here and there, blah, 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 blah. Yes, but you have to remember, this is a story. This is a narrative. So when I do this, I don't just want to get my reaction to the highlights. I want to be able to put in enough of the episode, not the full episode, because I want you guys to go and watch the official release. I'm not trying to pirate this stuff, all right? I'm not trying to upload the full episode. I'm not trying to take away from Shonen Jump and from Viz Media. I'm not trying to do that, okay? But I want to have enough of the episode in there, along with my live reaction to it, to where you guys get at the bare minimum context of the episode, that you at bare minimum understand what the hell is going on in this episode. But if I was to do something like, oh, here's a 10-second clip of Ichigo fighting, Kirige, and then all of a sudden, Ichigo's trapped. If I just skip ahead like 5 minutes and just do another 10-second clip of Ichigo trapped in Kirige's jail, it's like, what happened in between there? Like, what's going on here? It's very distorted and it's discombobulating. It's disorienting. All right. And I don't want to do that. So I want to be able to put up enough of the episode to be able to provide enough context that you guys can actually follow the basic plot of the episode. I think that's reasonable. Of course, with my live reaction, it's not just the episode. It's not even just pure clips of the episode, because my face, my voice is playing over it. And the episode on YouTube, at least, is usually opaque. There's you can kind of see through it. There's a background and it's kind of a see-through filter. Now I shouldn't have to do that, because if it's a live reaction and you've got my face on there, you've got my voice playing over it, then that should be good enough, because you're not getting the full experience of the episode. And I even say in my reviews, go and watch the full episode. Go and watch the official release. I always point you guys towards Hulu. I point you guys towards Disney Plus if you're international. And I hate promoting Disney Plus, but I do, because it's like, if I'm going to do this live reaction, I'm going to do this review, then I want you guys to go and watch the official release. Bare minimum, I can point you guys to the official release. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I think that's absolutely fair. So I don't feel like I am crossing any lines, but YouTube is so sensitive, and these Japanese companies are so, I don't know who's running these companies, but I get the feeling it's a lot of old men who, frankly, don't understand internet very well. They don't understand the World Wide Web. If we were to use their terminology, they don't understand it very well. And so they don't, the idea of, these video live reaction and reviews of their content, I don't think they really process that, and they don't view it in the same way that we do. That, this type of format, it's a different type of format, but it's in essence the same type of um, review that would have been done in the past in like a magazine or a newspaper or whatever, or a online article, but it's in video format. But it's in essence the same type of review, just a different format. So I don't think that's really crossed their minds. I don't think they've really gotten a hold of the concept. And I feel like maybe that's why that they are so um, strict on this stuff. Because again, and if you look at it, people that actually fight the copyright claims, and God forbid you get a copyright strike, because that's three of those and you're done. Your channel's over. But God forbid, you get a copyright strike, but even the copyright claims, people will fight these claims and they'll win because it's fair use. They're absolutely in the right, but it takes a while to actually get these claims processed, these counterclaims processed. It takes a while to go through the system. Um, Again, it's not very content creator friendly, and so because of that, it just kind of ruins the whole process, because you guys know, your video is going to get most of its views. Your content is going to get most of its support within the first few hours, like the first 24 hours. But if you're sitting here waiting for 3 days, a week, a month, however long it takes, 2 weeks, whatever it is, you guys know that by the time that video, that copyright claim goes through, or counterclaim goes through, excuse me, and the video is reinstated, you guys already know it's missed its window. The window of opportunity is gone. It's not going to get the type of views that it would have had it not been copyright claimed, or had it not been, God forbid, copyright striked. It's just not. And so it messes up the whole purpose of putting out the content. If you're trying to get views, if you're trying to get traction, if you're trying to get attention for your content, which, that's part of why you put things on YouTube. Part of it is because you love to do it, but also it's to get views, it's to get money. And so it just messes up the whole system. If I was a channel that only did anime and manga reviews, I would be out of my ever loving mind, because trying to deal with just one series is pissing me the hell off. And that brings us to a decision that I've had to make. And that decision is quite simply, I can't keep up with the Bleach episode reviews week after week, because putting in the amount of time I have to do for these particular type of videos week after week is just too much. And it's taking away from time and energy that I could be using on other content, that I need to use for other content, because I have a gaming channel, which is getting very much ignored at this point, because I'm having to spend day after day after day after day after day dealing with the Bleach stuff. And the Bleach anime is freaking fantastic right now. It's on fire. But YouTube is forcing me to have to spend way more time on these videos than I ordinarily would. Ordinarily, the way that this would go is that I would sit down, I would watch the episode, I would watch the video, or I'm getting frustrated just talking about it. I would watch the episode of Bleach, I would take that recording, I would go in and I would edit it, and I would try to edit it in a way which is just guesswork, to be honest with you. I would try to edit it in a way that I would think, okay, this isn't going to bring up any copyright flags, right? And then I put it on YouTube. And you have to remember something here. Uh it's not so much, now that I've got this new computer and everything, the editing process, the rendering process is actually really, really quick. It's really, really quick. But it still takes time to edit the videos, because you have to remember, I have to go through a 25-minute video. I have to shorten, or actually, it's usually a little bit longer, but I have to shorten it from like 25 to 35 minutes to like 15 or something. The actual episode itself, which is 25 minutes long, I have to take the actual episode itself and try to get it down to 5 to 10 minutes. Do you know how much I have to cut out? How much I have to go through that? And I have to watch, I basically have to rewatch the episode again as I'm going through it and editing it. So then I take out clips and I try, because I think there's like a rule on YouTube where if your clip is 10 seconds or less, it's not going to get flagged. I think, and sometimes that's not even a guarantee, but that's usually the case. So I have to go and try and do like 10-second snippets throughout the episode, cut it up, and then after I do that, I have to try and make it as opaque as possible without it just being an utter mess to look at. Again, we're taking a 25-minute episode and we're reducing it down to like 5 to 10 minutes for the actual live reaction. The review section is fine. I don't have to do any editing to that. It's fine. And then I put in the intro, which takes a second, no big deal, whatever. And then I render it. So I'm spending on these videos alone, I am spending maybe an hour to edit this thing. Okay. Sometimes longer to edit one episode. And then when I go to render it, that's usually a pretty quick process. Something like this, if I do full quality and everything, it can be out in like 5 minutes. No big deal. Whatever. It's fine. But then when you go to upload it on YouTube, the uploading speed is not that bad. All right. The uploading speed, pretty quick. Takes a little bit longer than the rendering speed, if I'm being completely honest. Probably takes about 10 minutes to upload. But the processing is where it can take a while as well. And the processing phase of putting a video out on YouTube is when it's uploaded onto YouTube. So it's on the site, but it goes through YouTube's algorithms. It goes through YouTube's bots. It goes through a copyright check. And basically there's some kind of program that's scanning the video. It's being processed. And that's when they can catch you for copyright. That's when they catch you for copyright. And that can take, depending on the type of video it is, and depending on how long the video is, that could take, gosh, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes in and of itself. So once you get to that point, you either are in the clear and it says check complete, no copyright issues found. And it's like, thank God, I don't have to worry about it. Or it says, copyright issue found. It's blocked in all countries. And it's like, you sons of... What's the point? What's the point of uploading it if it's going to be blocked in every single freaking country? No one's going to be able to watch it. So then, and you have to remember, what did I just do? I spent 30 minutes watching the episode. I spent an hour editing the episode. Okay. I spent 5 minutes rendering. We'll say 10 minutes to upload. And then we'll say another 15 to process, right? All to just get a copyright claim and to get it blocked into every country. So essentially, what just happened is I just spent 2 hours wasting my time. So I have to go back and I have to re-edit the entire video again and hope. And then after I've re-edited the video and get to a point where I think, okay, maybe this time I'm not going to have any copyright issues, then I go and render the video. I go and re-upload this new edited version of the video. I go through all that again. So we're talking like another hour and a half of work here. All right. So now we're at like 3.5 hours for one episode of Bleach. So then I go and I upload it. It goes through the processing. And hopefully at that point, it's not going to pick me up for copyright issues. But there's always a chance that it will. And at that point, it's like I have to go and I have to re-edit it again. And you start to see here week after week when you're spending 3.5, 5 hours on one video. And this isn't even like that complicated of a video. It's not like I did a video essay or something. No, like this is something that should, honest to God, just it should take no time to get this uploaded. But I'm spending all this time having to go through it. And remember, I have to sleep, I have to bathe, I have to eat, I have to take a dump, I have to do all the stuff that a human being does while trying to do this. And there's times where I'm just like, I mean, once you get past like your second copyright claim on the damn thing, it's just like, okay, I need a break. I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting tired of this. And that's not what this should be. Being on YouTube should not be this freaking stressful, dude. It's anyways, I think you're starting to see the issue here. Now, last week I was working on four episodes of Bleach, trying to catch up to the anime. And the reason I had to catch up in the first place is because I got so damn frustrated working on these type of videos that eventually I was just like, I can't. Like I actually started to lose my enjoyment of even watching this anime. And I didn't want to get to that point. I did not want to get to that point, but YouTube brought me damn near close to that point. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to take a break. I need to take a break from this particular show. I need to take a break from this for making these type of videos. So I did. And so then I was like, okay, let me come back. Let me try a different format. Let me try a different way of doing this. And I'll try to edit and do this stuff, get it done this week, get caught up by the time that the next episode comes out. So here we are the Monday after when the next episode comes out, when I wanted to be caught up. And because of the copyright claims, I'm not caught up. And I've been dealing with 4 different Bleach episode live reaction and reviews this last week alone. And every time it is just copyright claim, copyright claim, copyright claim, copyright claim. And I'm just like, I'm done. I can't. So if you guys are wondering, you know, why am I not uploading more on the gaming channel? You know, I got the new PC. Why am I not uploading more consistently on this channel? Even though I've got the new PC. What's going on with the Real Talk channel? Why have I not uploaded there in a while? Blame YouTube and their treatment of anime content. That's what it is. I have tried every avenue that I can think of to get around this and to work with this. And it's just it's too draining mentally. It's too draining from a time standpoint. And I'm done. I'm not going to do it anymore. So at this point, I am not going to be doing weekly episode live reaction and reviews of the Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War anime arc. I'm not going to do it because it's too much. And it's because of YouTube's broken system, and it's because the Japanese companies, Jesus Christ, they are hounds. They're freaking bloodhounds for this stuff. They go after it like that, son. Like they get the scent, and it's like, there's a nerd out there. They've got a clip of Ichigo in there. They got a clip of Yuhaba in there, and it's like, son, let's get this bastard. Let's get him. Like, it's like a beagle chasing a rabbit. That's what it's like, and I'm just, I'm done dealing with it. It's too much. It's too much stress. I'm done dealing with it. So, and it's not fun. It's not fun. So I'm not going to be doing the weekly live reaction and reviews anymore because of YouTube's broken ass system. I'm just not going to do it. So that's done. That's over. We're not doing those reviews anymore. And I'll probably take down the old reviews in a couple of weeks. Because what I'm planning to do is I'm not going to discontinue the Bleach content altogether. I'm not going to do that. All right, because I still love this series. I still want to do anime content on the channel, but it's going to have to be scaled down. It's going to have to be scaled down, and it's going to have to be done in a way to where I can edit it much more easily. Because the thing is with a live reaction, because of the way that it's set up, because of the way that it's formatted, I can't, the amount of editing that I can do to a video like that is somewhat limited. So my hands are kind of tied when it comes to that. So what I'm going to do instead is that I'm going to wait for the anime to reach certain points in the story, because since I know where the story is going because I've read the manga, I'm going to wait for the anime to reach certain points in the story, and then I'm going to review a certain number of episodes in chunks, in segments. Probably starting off with the first Quincy invasion, which just wrapped up, which just finished. So that would be, what episode are we at? Episode 8, I think we are. I believe it is. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to take episodes 1 through 8, which is the first Quincy invasion, and I'm going to make a review on those 8 episodes, on that segment of the story, and just have a discussion video about it, essentially. That's what I'm going to do. And if I do this, I can still use images. I can still use a limited number of clips, and I should be able to get away with it. I should be able to get through the faulty copyright system here on YouTube. But because I'll have more time to edit it, because I'll have more freedom when it comes to editing that type of video, it should come out to actually be a better quality video. It's just not going to be a weekly thing. It's going to be more so a monthly thing, if not, every 2 months or however long it takes to get through these episodes. So in the anime, we just wrapped up the first Quincy invasion, so I'll probably do a review on that chunk of the story. Now we're starting to go into things like the Zero Division, the Soul King, stuff like that. That's a segment in and of itself, so I'll probably wait till that's finished, and then I'll do a review on those chunk of episodes, and we'll just do it that way. And that'll probably be easier. I can have more time to edit it. I can watch these episodes without having to worry about, trying to get a review out the next day. It'll just be a lot better for me, and it'll probably create better quality content. And on top of that, it will allow me to get back to other content on this channel and on the gaming channel. That's going to bring us into our next topic of discussion. So, the next thing that I want to pull up is this. This has been the neglected child on my gaming channel. And I did not intend for it to turn out that way. But again, because of the stuff going on with YouTube, look at the thumbnail for this video, man. Like, that's how I feel right now. Like, I'm so beaten down by this stupid system. So, because I've had to worry about the Bleach videos, I have been neglecting a lot of other stuff that I want to do. And I'm not going to do that anymore. Like I said, Bleach, it's going to be pushed to the side a little bit. We'll get back to it later. I'll have videos up for that later. But for now, what I need to get back to is this, because people have been waiting on this. My Kingdom Hearts Final Mix Let's Play. So what I'm going to do is that this week and next week, I am going to sit down and I am going to play through a massive chunk of the game, get it recorded, get it done. To be honest with you, I actually had Deep Jungle and Traverse Town 2 recorded, or I actually thought I was recording them, but they actually didn't get recorded. So I was like, shit, I just spent like 3 hours for nothing. Like, that pissed me off too. So that was an issue. That should have already come out, but it didn't. So I do apologize for that. That was a hiccup on my end. But I am going to get through a major chunk of this game. And then I'm going to edit those videos. And then I'm going to upload those videos. I'm going to get those videos scheduled so that they come out on a consistent basis. I'm going to be aiming for 3 to 5 episodes of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix per week. Once we reach that point, we should reach that point at the latest Christmas, if not sooner. I'd like to get it done. I'd like to start resuming that in the middle of December, to be honest with you, but we'll see. All right. But I will say for now, at the latest, Christmas might be a little bit earlier, but I am going to spend the next couple of weeks recording these episodes, editing these episodes, getting them ready to upload, uploading them, and then once we get to that point, I'll have them scheduled and everything to come out on a consistent basis. I would like to get at least 10 episodes recorded. That way I've got about 2 weeks worth of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix content to put out on the gaming channel. So that we're getting back to this month. All right. Bro, like the bleach thing just I love that freaking anime, bro, but my God, YouTube. And the thing is, yes, I could put stuff up on Rumble, and Rumble does not have as much of a copyright issue as a lot of other stuff as YouTube does. Rumble, and I will say this again, I've got links to my Rumble channels down in the description box below. Go check them out. All right. Rumble is actually a really good platform, really good alternative to YouTube. Something ever happens to my YouTube channels, you can find me over at Rumble. I'm in the process of getting a lot of the videos I've got on YouTube ready to re-upload onto Rumble. So that's something else that's been taking up a lot of my time. So if you guys want to, go follow me on Rumble. Highly, 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 highly recommend it. Yes, I have an easier time uploading the Bleach stuff onto Rumble, and I could make the Bleach stuff exclusive. In fact, I think it was a couple of weeks ago I announced that that's what I was going to do, but then I thought YouTube is still the bigger platform, so I still want to get the views from YouTube. I still want to get the attention from YouTube. And it's just I tried formatting the videos to where they would work on YouTube, and it just didn't work this last week, and I'm just done with the whole thing. I'm done with the whole thing. That's the other thing. It's like I'm trying to make 2 different versions of the same video for 2 different platforms. I don't want to do that. Like, that's too much time. And I have other things that I want to do. I have other shit I need to get to. So even that, I'm not going to worry about. So comes to Bleach, we're just going to do big discussion videos for certain segments of the story. And that should be a lot better. It's going to free up a lot of my time. If I don't have to worry about trying to edit these Bleach videos every single week, I can get back to other stuff that I want to do. So one of those things we're going to get back to is the Kingdom Hearts Final Mix Let's Play. Honest to God, I wanted that finished this year. Probably not going to happen because YouTube's bullshit copyright. But we're going to get back to it here in a couple of weeks. Going to be working on it for the next couple of weeks, getting episodes ready to go, getting episodes scheduled so we have consistent content. And I think I'm going to start doing that for a lot of my Let's Plays. I'm going to get to a certain point in the game where I've got like 10, 15 videos ready to go, and I can just pop them out. All right. Put them out on a consistent basis. I think that's the best way to do it. I think that's the best way to go. And that's what I'm going to do. So we're getting back to Kingdom Hearts Final Mix this month. We're going to get back to that Let's Play. And yeah. And see, Crisis Core comes out this month, so I need to do something for that. I'm getting back to my old format because Bleach. Ugh. Like, I don't want to be frustrated about Bleach. I don't want to be frustrated about something I love, but damn you, YouTube. Look what you've done to me. Ugh. I tell you, if Elon Musk actually goes through with his plan to create a video platform on Twitter that can be a rival to YouTube, I am all for it at this point because, dear God, YouTube needs more competition. Yes, there's Odyssey. Yes, there's Rumble. But if Musk puts his money behind a video platform on Twitter, I'm just saying, that could be a real viable competitor. So I think Rumble is pretty good, but Rumble needs to build up its user base, which is why I am advocating for a lot of people to go make a Rumble account and follow me on Rumble. All right. I think that's all. I think that's it. I think that's all I need to get through. I needed to make this announcement. You got I hope you guys can tell just how frustrating this is for me. I know it must be frustrating for people that have been waiting on certain things to come out, and I do apologize. And I did want to do this. I wanted to do this in order to provide an explanation as to where we are and to let you guys know that yes, it's frustrating for you, but it's also been very frustrating for me. Okay. So hopefully we're on the same page now. I will be re-uploading this to my gaming channel so people over there also get the memo. Because I know there's some people that only subscribe to me for gaming, some people that only subscribe for me for pop culture content, but I will be re-uploading this as a video over on the gaming channel. So there you go. There you go. Yeah. So hopefully we're on the same page. Hopefully we're all good. Hopefully we cleared the air. Hopefully we'll be in a better place in a couple of weeks now that I've made this decision. And I hate that I've had to come to this moment. I hate that I've had to make this decision. But it's honest to God, it's a necessary one. All right. That being said, you guys know the drill. Check out my other social media accounts, including my Rumble stuff, down in the description box below. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. Got some good stuff coming up. Click all that good stuff to keep up with me, to keep up with the content. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Have a good one. This is Jessica James with a Z. And if you're watching this afterwards on the gaming channel, just Jessica James. And I am signing out.